Rare merchandise from all over the world. The relics of saints from Italy. Altar candles from France. And pieces of cloth all the way.
Good God! You look terrible! Did someone attack you? Good luck then.
Can we do something about the Here you are.
Well now. Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, good men and good wives, come closer. Poor or rich, old or young.
Not
their
likely.
sons
We've already got all the wild woodland women at home ourselves.
magical ointments,
Excepting Vashek.
protective
He's
amulets,
got a she-dragon.
love potions and talismans to give you the luck of the angels.
Is there something you need?
What in the...
What? Magical ointments, protective amulets, love potions and talismans to give you the luck. I'm glad to see you.
So,
Everyone's talking about the Revenant, as if it were the 11 plagues of Egypt.
wasn't it 10?
Oh, you still have... The baths are closed. No,
That's still not enough, is it?
you're getting there. Good luck, then. God be with you.
Will you teach me how to...
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my...
All right. But now, take care. Good luck then.
Right away.
Good man. To give you the luck of the angels. Powder made of the bones of Saint Thomas.
The beetles have riddled them with holes.
Damnation! That's a nuisance.
It'll all have to be replaced. Well, at least the rest of the house is all right. Only that fucking roof.
That's some comfort, at least.
Don't you know you have to have a light after dark?
Here, enjoy that.
Jesus, what do I have to do to get a drink here?
Here! My pleasure.
I'm glad to see you.
So, how am I doing so far?
Good work, Henry. The whole village is shaking in its boots. Soon people won't step outside the door without saying 3 Hail Marys.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm beginning to feel haunted myself.
Everyone is talking about how all the butcher's meat went off after being touched by the hand of evil.
What, does this look like the hand of evil to you? So, the job is done, eh?
Not quite.
But you just said the whole village is shaking with fear.
The whole village, but for one individual.
Well, surely that doesn't matter.
That's what I thought too. Only this fellow is giving everyone the benefit of his wisdom. He needs shaking up before he undoes your good work.
But if he's not been scared yet, what more can I do to frighten him?
Well, when he's not hanging around here ruining my trade, he's in the tavern boasting that he'd happily sleep by that empty grave to prove there's no revenant.
Yeah, I bet he would.
Exactly. He just needs a little persuasion. And once he's there, make it the most terrifying night of his life.
Well, what are we waiting for then?
It's best to be well prepared. You ought to find out something about him, so there's no surprises.
The gossip woman?
Certainly, I'll fetch it right away.
Naturally. And Henry, before we get to that grave, you can still try and come up with more ways to frighten the villagers. The more terrified they are, the more groschen there'll be in it for me. For us, that is. Goodbye.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
A tankard here.
My pleasure.
Mother of God, you look like you've been assaulted.
Good wife.
You're still here, lad? I thought you'd have fled by now.
Fled? Why on earth would I do that?
Because there's a revenant on the prowl. The whole village is talking about it, and everyone is terrified.
Ah, that. But I heard there's one brave lad who's not afraid.
You mean Felix?
Well, I don't know what his name is, but he's always arguing in the tavern that there's no revenant.
That's him. The fool doesn't believe what's going on under his own nose. He hasn't the sense he was born with.
He even said he'd spend the night at the graveside, just to prove there's no revenant.
Aye, all talk and no action.
Is he brave or just stupid? Surely he's afraid of something.
I couldn't tell you. But if he's to be believed, he doesn't fear the devil himself.
And do you believe him?
Well, it's true he never seems bothered by anything. But then he's always with that other pair.
What pair?
2 mates of his.
But he was alone in the tavern.
Aye, they're not locals, but outside the village, wherever he goes, they go with him.
Who are these 2 fellas?
They're not bad lads, but they're no heroes, that's for sure.
How's that?
Them 2 have their fears, but then who doesn't?
What are they afraid of?
The first one wouldn't even go into the woods alone, because he's afraid of wild animals.
Ah, is that so? I wonder why.
He got lost in the forest as a young lad, and he wasn't found till next morning. Shaking and pale as a ghost he was when they found him.
Poor lad. Must have been scared out of his wits.
That he was.
What about the other one?
He's afraid of fire.
Why?
His own father burned him, God forgive him. As a young lad, he was playing with fire and nearly set fire to the house. So his pa taught him a lesson he wouldn't forget.
Poor lad. That's a terrible way to teach a child.
My words, exactly.
Ah, it's been an interesting chat. Thanks, good wife.
Goodbye.
God be with you.
This brave fella, Felix his name is, if we can get him to spend the night at the grave, he won't be alone. Wherever he goes, he always has 2 mates tagging along.
Like he's afraid to be alone.
Could be.
So, if we could get him there alone, it shouldn't be too hard to scare him.
Maybe, maybe not. He claims he's not afraid of anything.
That's easy to say. I'm not so sure. Only, we have to get rid of the other 2. What do you know about them?
One of them is afraid of wild animals. Won't even go into the woods on his own.
I see. And the other one?
Well, he's afraid of fire, but I doubt an ordinary campfire would do the trick.
Well, we'll think of something. Anyway, you take care of the first one.
How, though?
Haven't you learned anything from me? Talk to a dog.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that? Any particular one, Master?
The most frightening one, of course.
And how am I supposed to recognise him? One looks the same as another.
By his bark, naturally. Can't you hear him? He'd scare the wits out of anyone.
That's a dog.
Either that or Satan in the guise of a beast.
All right. And what do I do with him?
Have a conversation with him and see if you can mimic his bark.
Yeah, great idea. People will think I'm barking mad.
Goodbye.
Cheers!
God save you, good night.
I feel lucky.
May the Lord...
For life. Well, you wouldn't want to go into your wife looking like a stuffed owl, now would you?
I can't wait to see how you throw.
Attempted here.
Here we are.
This'll be the one. We'll see. Now I'm for the chop.
Good help.
That won't happen again. I bet you're sorry you took me on, eh? This'll be the one. Now you. Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw. There's cautious, and then there's chicken. Which is it? This'll be the one. What the hell's with these damn dice? Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw. They're rolling well this game.
Come on then. Bark. What a beast you are. All right, let's see. Ruff. Ruff. Again. Boo. Boo. Woo. Woo. Boo. 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 That's still not quite it. That's it. And now I'm officially the village idiot.
Can I do anything to help? What's it to be?
So, how did you get on?
I found that mutt. Although from the noises it made, you'd hardly guess it was a dog.
So you've learned to bark?
I have, master.
So bark.
Bark? I'll give you bark.
Easy, easy. Down, boy.
But what if it's not enough?
Ah, ye of little faith. Besides, can you think of any other way?
If we want to have him there on his own, I could always knock the other two out.
And what if he finds them unconscious?
I can always haul them off somewhere he won't find them.
Just make sure you don't botch it, Henry. It could easily turn very sour.
Don't worry. But what about the other fella?
Ah, yes, apprentice. You have the good fortune to witness a genius at work. Watch and learn. An oil lamp.
An oil lamp?
Precisely. Isn't it ingenious?
A marvellous invention, I grant you. But what do you want to do with it?
That's the clever part. I've hung a lamp like this over the Revenant's grave. All you have to do is shoot it down. It'll fall on the grave and burst into flames.
Well, that could work. Only...
Only what?
Well, how can you be sure I'll manage to shoot it down?
I believe in you, Henry. You're my apprentice, versed in the ways of our craft.
Right, I almost forgot.
Anyway, you can practice. The lamp is already hanging up. It just hasn't been lit yet.
Aye, I'll give it a go. And then what?
Then you just have to goad our Felix into putting his money where his mouth is.
But what if he doesn't fall for it?
Refusing would ruin his credibility. Go and see him. I'll bet you anything, if you present it right, he'll jump at it.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Good. Don't delay, though. Practice with the lamp first, if you like, or just go straight to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where the hell were you brought up?
Ladies and gentlemen, good men, good wives, come closer. Poor or rich, old or young, there's something here for everyone. Magical ointment, protective amulet, love potions and talismans to give you the luck of the angels. Powder me!
I'm glad to see you. Good luck to you.
I've heard there's a revenant haunting these parts.
Ah, you don't want to believe those old wives' tales.
Well, it's not true then.
Of course not. It's just a lot of fairy tales.
Oh, I don't know. Aren't you afraid?
Ha! What's there to be afraid of?
Well, that's easy to say.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. It's just that, well, bold talk doesn't prove anything.
Are you saying I'm lying?
Well, can you prove your claims?
What?
Well, supposing you spent the night at that grave, like you say. That'd prove there's no revenant, wouldn't it?
You reckon so? I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Besides, since you're so fearless, it'd be nothing to you, right?
Aye, that's right.
How about something to buck up your courage? Ah, probably not. You don't need it.
I don't, but it can't hurt. Thanks, Em.
So when are you going to do it?
Just as soon as I can in the evening.
Right. And now you can... Shh! Quiet, Henry. You'll give us away.
Sorry. What's that you're wearing?
What do you think it is?
I don't know, some new fashion?
It's my Revenant costume, of course.
My apologies, Master, for not recognising it immediately.
You obviously still have a lot to learn.
So, did they come?
Yes, all three. They're camping at the top of the hill.
Right. I'll have time to get haunting then. Where do I start?
I'll leave that up to you. The main thing is to scare off the two cronies first. I'll take care of fearless Felix.
So I'll scare one off with the lamp?
Yes, just make sure no one sees you shooting.
And the other one with fearsome noises?
That will probably take a few attempts. Ideally, a bit at a time.
Let him work up an appetite for more, so to speak.
I couldn't have put it better myself. Just don't give yourself away.
I won't, but if they do happen to see me coming...
Then you'd better vanish like a wisp of smoke, or make some excuse.
And what will you be doing?
I'll wait somewhere out of the way for a while, and then I'll crash in. So make sure the other two are gone by then.
All right.
No, no, no! Jesus Christ!
To me! Heel.
That's a strange sound.
Christ, that noise again. What the... Oh, probably nothing.
To me! Heel. To heel, mutt.
Again. No, please, God, no. I can't stand this. No, no, please, no. They're everywhere. They'll devour me. Jesus Christ, I've got to get away from here.
That was something!
How did you like that, eh?
Wonderful! I haven't had so much fun since I dressed up as the Pope!
Did you see him run? Like all the demons of hell were on their heels.
One was quite enough, evidently.
So what now?
Now I just wait for my customers to turn up. Come and see me tomorrow before noon, and you'll get your well-earned reward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Fucker! You showed him. Thank you. That thieving mag... and...
Thanks.
God save. What can I do for you? Goodbye.
Yeah.
nasty old dress, I'll be a laughingstock. Things are going from bad to worse. It's about time the Lord did something about it.
Indeed. We can only pray for deliverance.
God save you.
You look a bit worried, Bailiff.
How can I not be? What with the whole village complaining about ghosts?
Ghosts?
An empty grave that they say a revenant crawled out of. They talk of nothing else.
You don't think there's any truth to it?
No, it's nothing but old wives' tales.
But how come the grave is empty?
You don't need any magic to dig up a grave. A spade will do.
But why would anyone do that? Surely no God-fearing Christian would dig up the grave of some poor soul who hasn't even got the piece of hallowed ground to rest in.
A God-fearing Christian? No.
So you suspect someone?
Could be. There's been a band of good-for-nothing itinerants hanging around recently. They weren't making any trouble, though, so I let them be. But this is going too far.
How do you know it was them?
Who else would it be?
What about the Revenant?
Oh, don't you start. That Revenant of yours is nothing but idle hands doing the devil's work. I'd send them packing myself if I had the time and the men.
Supposing I help you get rid of them.
You look like you know how to handle yourself.
But that doesn't mean I have to solve everything with brute force. I'd rather parley.
That's how I like things. Peaceful and orderly. I don't need any bloodshed around here. I've trouble enough with one long-dead corpse. Send them packing and there'll be peace again.
Don't worry, Master Bailiff. I'll be the very soul of discretion.
Then I'll gladly accept your help. Is there anything you need to know?
Who are these people?
Just some itinerants who'd rather roam the roads than do an honest day's work. They're not cutthroats.
What are they doing here?
Damned if I know, or where they came from.
Are they armed?
As much as anything.
Where can I find them?
Last I heard, they were a bit...
That's all I need to know.
Good luck. God be with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, who's that?
Hey! What do you want, boy?
Hey!
The bailiff sent me after you.
Oh, yeah? I'm shitting myself.
Well, you better take a good look at me and think again.
Oh, all right. What does the bailiff want from us?
I'm supposed to get you to leave.
What's the problem all of a sudden?
Someone hereabouts dug up a grave, and the bailiff reckons you lot are mixed up in it.
Sure. Might as well blame us for everything, why not? I suppose we burned down Scarlet's too.
Don't play the innocent lamb with me. You know what I think?
No, and I don't much care.
Well, maybe you ought to.
Oh, yeah? Why?
Because otherwise you'll be accused of witchcraft. And the penalty for that is burning at the stake.
What are you talking about? That revenant in Ledechko? But I've got nothing to do with that.
Well, I believe you. But the folk round here are keen to pin the blame on someone.
But why us? We don't know anything about it.
Well, try telling them that, if you think they'll believe a band of good-for-nothings. And who do you think will take your side?
We'll be off then. Right away.
Very wise.
Come on, lads. Best leave. Stinks of trouble here anyway.
Mother of God.
Is someone there?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Here I am, bailiff.
So, how did it go?
I dealt with them. They won't bother you anymore.
What? I hope you didn't kill them.
And why would I? I just persuaded them to leave. That's what you wanted, right?
Indeed, and I'm glad you managed it. Here's your reward. You've earned it. See you later. Goodbye.
I'm glad to see you. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye. mandrake roots taken straight from the Take care.
Hey,
Goodbye. Rare spices and tinctures, magical elixirs and amulets, miraculous ointments, and remarkable remedies. Lady. Ah, my dear apprentice, how happy I am to see you.
So, it all worked out then?
Like a dream. I didn't sell half as much in Sasau.
That's good news. Now, about that thing you promised me.
Your well-deserved reward, certainly. Here you have it. Henry, what have you done?
What do you mean? I did what you asked.
Didn't you overdo it a bit?
I don't know, why?
Because I was left with nothing. They descended on me like a plague of locusts and made off with everything I had.
But that's a good thing, isn't it?
I'm not saying it's not. Just whether you didn't get a little carried away.
Well, if I did, it was only out of loyalty to my esteemed master. What will you do now?
I could go now. I've coin enough, but I'll wait a while before moving on.
Why? I thought you didn't want to stay too close to Sasau for long.
But what if you needed my help?
Indeed. How could I forget all you've done for me? Well, at least I'll know where to find you.
God be with you.
Yeah. 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 That's in. Look what I've got. You'll love this.
Yeah.